Hello everyone. Today, let's talk about basic HTML tags. These are the tags which we would be needing to create any basic HTML web page. So let's talk about heading tag. Heading tag is simply when you want to emphasize a word and when you want to emphasize a statement to declare it as a heading. That is, for example, if here I want to write about animal, I will be writing animal as bold and like heading. Then later I would be writing dog is an animal, it's man's best friend. So as shown above, animal is the heading here. So HTML provides 6 types of heading which starts from H1 to H6 where H1 is the largest. So now HTML has its default sizes for all heading tags, but if you wish to enlarge it or shrink it, you can use the style attribute with the tag. We will see the example after telling all the basic tags. Using heading tags for heading only because what happens is that emphasizes what heading is and what other paragraphs are. Next is paragraph tags. Like we spoke before, heading tag is used to indicate that this is the heading of particular paragraph. But what the content should be in paragraph should come between the P tag. P tag, P is short for paragraph. I've given a short example here, which is P tag how are you and closing P tag. In paragraph tag, the browser ignores the extra lines and extra space. This is a very important thing to note. You can have multiple paragraphs in your code. Now what is horizontal rule? Horizontal rule is a stretch, is a line drawn horizontally. Horizontal rule is used to draw a line. It is used by HR tag. Remember, HR tag is a solo tag. That means it does not have any closing tag. If we talk about heading tag always have closing tag. Also, paragraph tag also has closing tag, whereas HR tag does not have closing tag. It is used to separate the content and organize your content as well. We will be seeing this in our example. Next comes this line break tag. Line break tag is used simply to break the current line and to go on a new line. Like HR tag, BR tag is also a singular tag. That means it does not have any closing tag. Once you give BR tag, you don't have to give a closing tag for BR. Once you put BR tag, the browser won't be able to ignore and it has to move to the next line. Next is HTML pre-formatted tag. As said before, the paragraph tag usually ignores multiple line and spacing. But what if you want to preserve the line and spaces or the breaks, line and spaces? Suppose we have to write this following text, hello all, welcome to HTML session in the same way. That is hello all, next line welcome to and the next line HTML session. In this case, we will be using pre-formatted tag. The pre-formatted text tag stands for PRE. Next is styles. Now styles is not only an attribute but also a tag. Attribute is always associated with tag. So when you're using styles as an attribute, make sure you always use it with a tag. Style attribute is used to give element color, font size, different fonts, etc. That is for embellishments. The syntax for style is tag name style equals to property colon value. Here, property and value are CSS code. For example, if property is background color, then value will be any color like red, green, blue or white. Next is more basic tags which are text formatted tags. The first one is bold tag. When you want to emphasize a particular word in a paragraph, in a heading or anything, what you have to do is you can use this bold tag. Italics. Italics is used to give a slant look, to give an italic look for any content. The tag for bold is B, the tag for italics is I. Secondly, the tag for underlining any content is U. Next comes superscript. When you want to write any mathematical term like 2 to the rate 3 or say 2 cube, 2 square, in this case we are going to use superscript. I have used the example 2 square here, where we have written the 2 above the first two, that is the indentation, the index and the base. So what we have to do is we have to use superscript, that is sup tag here. Next comes subscript. Like superscript, subscript can be also used for scientific terms like H2O, which is the scientific formula for water. If you want to write H2O, we have to write the 2 between sub, the sub tags. Sub is short for subscript. Next is highlight text. When you want to highlight a particular text, what you do is you can use this tag called mark. Smaller text. Smaller text means when you want to make a text look minute, when you want to make a text look smaller, you can use this, that is small tag. Next is strike through. If you want to strike through a particular word, then you can use this del tag, which is short for deleted. Next is sliding. When you want your word to slide from one end to another, by default it slides from right to left. When you want to make any word sliding, you will be using mark U tag. Don't worry, we will be seeing this everything, all tags in an example just after this. Comment. If you want to put a comment, what we do is we use an exclamation mark and 2 hyphens at both the ends. Comment will not be displayed on the screen but is very useful for other programmers to view your code. Now let's see this example in VS Code. I have a folder here called YT videos. I will be creating a new file here. I will write basictags.html. Remember, make sure you always give the extension .html or .htm. So first, I'll be using emmet here. When you use emmet, Visual Studio Code gives you the basic structure, the basic skeleton of HTML. You can directly go on writing your codes right in the body tag, within the body tag. So let's start with the heading tags. I'm going to show you what exactly heading looks like. As I said before, there are 6 types of heading tags. So let's start with H1, and I'm going to write hello. I'll give H2. What I did here is I gave all the tags, that is H1 to H6, and I have written the content, that is hello, between them. Let's execute this in our browser. And if you can see, we feel the difference between the sizes of each hello. That means H1 is the largest, whereas H6 is the smallest. Let's move forward and look into the other tags as well. The next tag was a paragraph tag. When we want to start any paragraph tag, we have to give P. This is and this is. Here I have written the content between the P tag. Let's see the example. Let's see the output. This is the output. We've got a paragraph. You can continue the paragraph, and when you continue the paragraph, it is going to come one after the other. That's it. Remember, this is a block level tag, and whenever you use the block level tag, it by default comes into a new line. Now let's give a horizontal rule, that is a line. Let's see what happens here. I've given a horizontal rule. When I go back, I get a stretched line on my screen. Now next is we will be going back to the pre-formatted text. For pre-formatted text, I'm just giving pre, and I'm writing the same thing, that is this. I'll give an enter is what I did here is I have written it one after the other. I will be showing the difference between pre and paragraph after we see the output. So if you can see, this is a pre-formatted text comes into a new line. Why has it come into a separate line is because, let's just see this, yeah. Now you can see this is a pre-formatted text. Everything comes into a new line. Similarly, if we put the same thing in paragraph tag, what do you think will be the output? Let's just see that. If I copy this and I paste it again, and if I just do this a p tag instead of pre tag, let's just see the example. What our browser or what HTML does is, or what the paragraph tag does is, it tends to ignore all the extra spacing and all the new lines when used with p tag. But when you used with pre-formatted tag, it exactly prints the way we have written it. Let's go back and see the other tags as well. The other tag is, let's give a B tag and write this is bold tag. You can also give italics to this as well. I'm giving italics to the same thing. You can do that too. And just save it. When you can see here, this is bold as well as italics. Now next thing is, we'll see an underline as well. You can do underline to the same thing. Let's just give underline to this, or you can do it for the new thing. We have got an underline to this. This is a bold tag. Let's go back and see some other tags. Let's see subscript and superscript. For example, if I write 4 is 2 to the power of 2. Okay, I used superscript for 2 to the power of 2. Let's see this. And also one more thing, B tag, I tag and U tag are inline tags. That is, it will never come into a new line automatically. That is why make sure you give a BR tag. Now we've got this 4 is 2 raised to 2. But if I remove the BR tag, let's see what happens. This is going to come into the same line. It is not going to come into the new line. Next thing, we will be seeing subscript. Subscript, let's write this. The scientific name of water is, or say, okay, H sub 2 O. That's it. Make sure you give a BR or an HR. As I said, BR doesn't need any closing tag. Yeah, that's it. We've got it. The scientific name of water is H2O. Now we'll also try the mark, small, deleted, and mark you. If we write something in mark, this is a highlighted text. We'll also see small. We'll give BR here. We'll give HR here. And then you can see small, really small. Then we'll see deleted. This is a striked through, or say just some deleted text. Next is mark you. Mark you will be closing, so thank you. And if we save this, let's go back and see it. Let's go back and see this. So if you see this, I think thank you should be visible to you all. Thank you is sliding from right to left. Then there is a really small text. There is highlighted text, and there is the deleted text as well. Thank you for watching me. Please like and subscribe.